Good day. Okay, I'm just going to give you an overview of our online system, our e-learning system. Our e-learning system, you can access it through the website, or you can download a Moodle application. I would actually advise to download the Moodle application, because once you download a Moodle application onto your tablet, your smartphone, or your laptop, that means all the preloaded information that is on the system or the application, you can access it offline. You only need data maybe to submit your assignments or maybe to attend classes. Now, when you go to our website, which is mustgraduate.co.za, you'll find that you are able to apply using these tabs, and then the application comes through to our administrators, who then contact the learner for further information and consultation. Once the learner is happy with the information about the qualification that they've chosen, then they are taken through the actual registration process. Once they are successfully registered, they are able to pay their fees using our tab there, and the administrator will actually create username and password, a profile, so to speak, for the learner. Now, once you get the username and password, you'll be able to come here and log in. Like I said, you'll be able to log in through our website, or you can actually download a Moodle application, and then we can assist you on how to get there. Like I advise students to use the application, because at least it uses much less data, or should I say actually close to 10% of data, because you just need to download once and then everything is preloaded there. Then if you activate your data, you are able to access all the materials. You will only attend your classes. That's when you need data to attend classes. Now, I'm going to log into the e-learning system. Now, as you come to login page, it will ask you for the username and password. So I'm going to log in as the assessor for the sake of demonstration. The assessor interface and the learner interface is most likely to be the same and different from the moderator. There are certain things that assessors can do which learners cannot do, and there are things that learners can do, but they are all both able to see interact back and forth through the e-learning system. So I'm just going to log in. Now, as you log in, you find that you've got your name there as a learner. We have a dashboard, calendar, badges, and then the courses that you are enrolled to. Now, when you talk of the badges, let me start here. The badges, you get a badge. This is like a motivation for each and every learner. When you complete a certain activity, you get a badge from bronze medal to silver medal to gold medal to platinum, and goes up like that. Then we have a calendar, right? Let me just get into the calendar, which actually shows you the activities or when you are to attend classes. So I'll just go to the July. So you find that we have the July classes here. These are online classes, all these that you see here, right? If you go to August, you find that here represented by a downward arrow. This is an assessment, there's an assessment, there's an assessment. Now, if you are to click, maybe let's say on this online, it shows that you need to attend online classroom at a certain time, right, for ancillary healthcare on a Thursday 6th. Okay, you can go to the activity from there, or you can actually view the assessment As you can see here, it shows there's an assessment 2, which is going to be due on the 7th of August by 10. Right, this assessment will be open for 2 hours will be open 2 hours before start time, and you need to upload the question paper, and you'll have 2 hours 15 minutes to upload the answer script back. So it gives you an instruction. When you open it, it actually gives you the instruction as to what needs to be done. But remember, the assessors are always on standby when the learners are doing assessments at certain times. And we have on this also platform, we have a chat here where you can chat with other learners or even with the assessors. You can see here, you can have your assessor, then you can have the group that you are allocated to, and then as students they can privately communicate maybe their concerns. So this group it assists them to be interactive on this side of the e-learning system. Now let's get into the course part, ancillary here. So once you go into the course, it is divided into 4 sections, or rather 5 sections. Our normal POE, the physical one, the file was consisting of general information, administration, evidence, and reporting feedback. But we have added the online class, since you won't be attending class face-to-face, so you can do online classroom. We'll touch on that in brief in a short while. Let's just go into general information. For example, notes to the learner, right? So this is information you just open about the qualification details. So this, you actually go through it with the assessor on the first day of orientation through online orientation that will be scheduled on, that is scheduled actually on for the 6th of July. And then we go into the administration part. The assessors will also be assisting you through online. Since I'm going to be looking at the online class, they go through, you upload your documents here. Then the orientation guidelines in terms of the assessor, the assessor assessment checklist, the terms and conditions, the assessment contract. Should you have any appeals, there's a form there that you can use if you need to use it. Then the candidate declaration. And we also have a rollout plan that we have preloaded from July 2020 to June. Actually, it's supposed to be 2021, where you, as the learner, you actually guided as to what to learn on a specific day. So as much as the assessors are there to run online classes, excuse me, you're not able to be online like full-time, like from morning to evening. So they are guiding you onto what to study and when to study. For example, if you go to this rollout plan, I'm not going to open it for the sake of time, but once you open it, it's an Excel document which tells you from the 7th up until the 7th of July up until the last date, even in the workplace, what you're actually supposed to be doing on daily basis. And even it's consisting of the revisions, the assessment, formative assessment, class activities. It is all there. Okay, then we go to the evidence part of it. Preloaded are the learner guides, which is your study guides for the learners. So we've got skills program 1 to 7, and in each skills program we'll have the allocated unit standards. All right, as you can see. So these are like your books, which are accessible offline once you have the application of your phone. Then I'll just open one of it, this one. This is how it appears. So you're able to read through, right? You're able to navigate. You can navigate to the next page, learning outcomes, right? As you navigate through, it tells you, actually it gives you all the information the same information that you find in your physical study guide and with the table of content. And you are able to download this book as well onto your computers through the this button here, where it goes to export book to Microsoft Word. But there might be no need for you to export, since it is accessible even offline, right? I'll move on to the next section of our evidence. We have the formative assessment and summative assessment, okay, where you are, maybe let's say are open for home-based care. It gives you what you to be assessed information, the unit standards that are to be assessed, what is required to be in place, and what you need to do. And then for learners, as you find that this interface, it will not be there for learners. Let me just highlight it for you. This part is not going to be showing on the learner's interface, because for the learner's interface, you to actually say submit workbook. Then for the assessor, they are able to view from their side, and then you've got the due date, and you've got the time remaining to actually submit. Okay, so I find that it will not be available until a certain date for you to open and start working on it. We have got summative assessments. For example, the first assessment will only be available from the 9th, right? So this assessment will open 2 hours before the start time. So this is to give sufficient time for network problems for the students to be able to download the work. You're able to write on the system. Then after the 2 hours elapsed, you've got 2 hours to write the paper. You can write it on a piece of paper, use your phone, a scanner application, which the assessor will actually teach you how to do that. And then once you've got your PDF document onto your phone, you've got about 15 minutes to upload it back onto the system. Now, after that 2 hours 15 minutes, then the system will lock out everything. You won't be able to submit after that. Because remember, it is a summative assessment. We need you to use it. Actually, it's a timed paper. Okay. Then we've got the practical workplace logbook, which you can download from there, and the assessors will be guiding you through with the mentors. There is also a mentor interface where this logbook, it guides you as to what needs to be done in the workplace, right? And then I'll go on to the reporting feedback. Okay, so I've got the individual assessment report. The individual assessment report is per learner. So each learner will get, at the end of the qualification, will get a report from the assessor. So the assessor will upload for each learner, and they're able to see their assessment report. And then the overall assessor report, which is hidden from the students, it is for the whole group. And then we've got the overall moderator guide and report. And then with facilitator guides are preloaded, and assessor guides, if you to open, for example, a facilitator guide, it will give you the documents for All Skills program. You can download the folder, or you can view it on the system. So it's preloaded or onto the system on your interface. Okay, so that's about reporting. Now let me get to discuss about how are the classroom online classroom is conducted. So when you go to online classroom, it says attend online classroom. Yeah, right. So the teacher, when you click on it, the facilitator, who is the assessor, is able to schedule. As you can see, it's saying classroom is not open yet. So it's only open when it is scheduled at a specific time. If you look, maybe you can see the next sessions that are preloaded, that on the 6th of July at 9:30, you're going to be having a class attendance with Miss Nompeko Lila. And then on the 7th, you've got a classroom at 10 with Mrs. Makumalo. Right, and it goes on. So it gives you a schedule as to when to log in. So let me just look at, try to schedule a lesson. This interface, remember, is for the assessors. So the assessors are the ones that are able to schedule classes. Right, now I'll just say add a session. I'll put a session for today. Right, okay. Today it's the 19th, is it? Okay, let me just check the date. Okay, it's the 19th, right? And I'm going to schedule a class, I think, in the next 1 minute for the sake of learning. In this class, I'll just say 20. Let me just put 4 hour, maybe 120 minutes, and then the presenter will be Leila, because that's the account that I'm using, and then I will save. Okay, now once I've saved, that means that will be the next class that will be that is scheduled, upcoming sessions. Now, as you can see now on this part, it now saying join visual classroom as the presenter. Then on the learner side, it will be saying join visual classroom as the learner. Now, when you click there as a learner or as a presenter, it takes you into the